Hello guys. So today we are going to see merge k sorted list problem. So what are the inputs given for the problem? They are given a list of lists, or we can say list of sorted lists, and we have to send the output of a single list of sorted numbers from all those lists. So here we have in our first example the three lists, and we are sending a single list with all the values from three lists in sorted order. So there are a lot of approaches for the same problem. Of course, the first approach is going to be brute force. In brute force, if you are going to try this algorithm, where we have to collect all the numbers separately into a single array or a list and then sort it and then store it in a different array or result array and send it back. So brute force is going to take the time complexity of big O of n log n. So the other approach is two pointer technique or a pointer technique we could say. So let's consider we are having array list of only two consists of only two lists. So the input is 3, 5 and this. So now we are going to use pointer method. So let's point here and here, that is the head of both the lists, and our output is going to be again a list. So now first it is going to compare our first element of both the lists, that is 1 and 3. 1 is the smallest, so we are entering 1 and then moving the pointer to here. Now we are comparing both the pointers again, so it is going to be 2 and the pointer move again to 5. Now comparing 5 and 3, here 3 wins, so 3 enters the output and moves the pointer to its next position. Since it is a linked list, accessing its next element is pretty easy. Now it is comparing both the elements, both are equal, so filling the array and sending it back. So this is the case of two linked lists. Suppose if we are having three linked lists like this, again we are going to point the pointer in head of every list available. Here it is 3. K can be anything like 10 or 15 or linked list. So let's sort it. Again it is going to compare 1, 1 and 2. 1 wins here. Move, suppose from the list 1 and moving the pointer to here, and it compares 4, 1 and 2. 1 again here and move the pointer to 3. Now 2 wins, and now coming back to 4, 3 and 6. So here 3 and move the pointer to 4, 4, 4 and 6. Here 4 and move the pointer to 5, 4 again and exit the list, and 5 and 6 finally. So 5 and 6. So this is how. In case it is pretty simple in front of our eyes, that is we are having three linked list and it's pretty simple. What if there are 10 linked lists as our input? We can't have 10 pointers named and looped again and again, so that is pretty messy. So let's think of a data structure that handles pretty easily the approach. The thing I could think of is heap. So we have already discussed about min heap in our previous video of solving the problem kth largest element in an array. So again we are going to use the same concept here. So let's see. So I'm having a min heap where my min heap stores only k largest elements. For example, here our k is 3 because we are having 3 lists. Our min heap will store first element of each list. So let me put the elements here. 1, 1 and 2 are the elements. So now it is going to store another element in min heap. The lesser element will go out and the higher element will stay in. For example, if it is next element is going to be 4. When it pushes 4 in, 1 goes out because 1 is a lesser element. It has no space in our min heap. So whenever an element gets out of the min heap, it stores in the output list. So again, when the third element enters, the third element is 3. So when the 3 enters here, the lesser element again goes out because the capacity of min heap is k. Let us do a dry run for the input. So I am having my min heap here. And my output here. output list here. So I am my capacity of my min heap is k, that is 3 here in this case. So it can hold only 3 minimum elements. So once a higher element enters, it is going to push out the lesser element. So in our case, our input starts here at 1, 1 and 2. So 1, 1 and 2 enters. The capacity is 3. Yes, it can hold. And again the pointer moves to 4, 3 and 6. Now the lesser element is 3 here. So it is going to enter here. The 3 enters. It is going to push 1 out. So our 1 enters here. The next element is 4. When 4 enters, it is going to push another lesser element, that is 1 again. So it moves the pointer here and here. So the next element here is 6. So 6 enters, it pushes out 2. So 2 enters here. And the third list ends because there are no more elements left. So the first list rested with 5 extra 5. So 5 enters, it pushes out the next element, that is 3. So 3 comes out. So now 1, 1, 2 is out, 4, 5, 6 are the rest. So now the last 4 enters. When 4 enters, this is our min heap, so it can hold 3 minimum. Now my heap is 4, 4, 5, 6, but the capacity is only 3. So as I said, this is a min heap. It is gonna have the higher numbers and push out the lesser numbers. So it will have 6 and push out 4. 4 out is out here. So the rest of the elements are 3. It checks for some more elements. There are no more elements left to add to our heap. So all the elements are pushed out and added to the output list. Now see, our output is sorted. The approach is going to be same for merging k sorted arrays or lists. The idea or approach is same, but the way of handling the list or arrays will be different in the code. So now if you see how do we implement min heap in our Java code or any code, we can use priority queue, because priority queue is something which just store. Priority queue is something just store the smallest element and goes as the element enters, it just sort automatically. And if we poll or remove element from the queue, it is going to remove the front element or the element at the top of the queue. So we are going to use priority queue to implement this algorithm. So before getting into code, the time complexity it takes is n log n. Sorry, n log k. So here k is the number of lists given as our input, and n is the number of elements or number of nodes present in those lists. So now we are going to perform n log k twice. That is, we are going to have our min heap. We are going to insert all the elements. It takes time of log k, and again remove all the elements. It is going to take time of log k. So we are going to perform the operation twice. So it will be 2 into n log n. Sorry, n log k again. So 2 there was a constant. So ignoring that, our time complexity was n log k. Now let's code. As I explained the example, directly dive into coding. As I said, I am going to use a priority queue. And I'm gonna loop my nodes. Let's go for basic check. If head is not equal to null, like till head goes null, we are going to iterate the elements and add it to min heap. That is our priority queue. are moving the pointer to next element or node. Since it is a linked list, accessing the next elements is this easy. So yes, we have just iterated our nodes and saved the values in min heap. It is pretty simple. And now I'm going to declare a dummy list node, which is just a pointer or anything. So I'm gonna create a node of value -1 because it is a dummy anyway, we are not going to use it. So again, if min heap is not empty, because the min heap should have values to add it to the output element or output list. So we are going to create a node with value from min heap, that is a least value from min heap enters here. Since we are going to remove the value from min heap. Yes, now the least element is saved in head.next. Now we are moving head to next. Store the next value. That's it. Just return dummy.next. I just missed step here. I'm going to assign a new list node to dummy to point the header of dummy, so that we just return it here. Now in head, we every time we remove a value, we added it to head and then move the header, head list node and return the value. Let's see. Okay, just min heap. Thank you.